Bishop, fucking have that. People, I have to be super quiet tonight because my son is literally asleep in there. Like, literally in there, asleep. So, you know, whoever's in the chat, chuck it in there. Can you hear me all right? Is it okay for me to be like this loud after such a phenomenal performance from the boys? Look, 1-0 down, not bothered, one each. 2-1 down, not bothered, 2 each. Andy Norfolk, Mike Tomo on the sidelines, properly orchestrating, listen, communication like we haven't seen it before this season. We haven't seen that this season. And that's like, I'm not taking shots at anybody with that. I'm just not. But we've not seen that. That was like proper communicative stuff, like literally helping the boys. Like, look, if they're getting in a bit of a poor position, they've got those people in Tomo and in Andy Norfolk on that sideline going, do you know what? Like, we can see it. We'll help you. We'll talk to you. We'll communicate to you. We'll support you. Unbelievable. The scenes at full-time whistle, unbelievable. The atmosphere coming out of that dressing room at full-time, unbelievable. The smile on Tomo's face, priceless. It paid off, folks. It paid off. Do you know what it is? Because we all wanted to be there so much sooner than this. But whichever way you look at it, sometimes in life things happen for a reason, right? Eddie Costello wasn't it. He wasn't a lovely bloke. He's not it. Denny Ingram, passionate, great guy, like a good mentor. But for whatever reason, it didn't work, did it? Let's be fair, it did not work. And fair play to the owner as well for having the bollocks to go, look, this isn't working. We need to switch this up. Like, fair play to him for doing that. And giving Tomo and Norfolk and Barnwell and Mark Wayne and John Price half a season to go, do you know what, boys? Well, it wasn't even that, was it? It was basically going, Tomo, bring the people in that you want, but it fucking 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. It's happened. They're here. They're here now. Nobody can tell me tonight, not one person, you can try and tell me, I won't believe you. Not one person can tell me that that team was not something totally different to what we've seen under Denny and AD, and I'll say both of them. And it's, look, I'll just say what I've seen. Under both of those, we go 1-0 down tonight. It turns into 2, turns into 3. It gets ugly, right? No, not tonight. 1, they scored it. Fair enough. It was on the break. They had Bishop Auckland came here tonight, and they had to play like Leicester City when they won the league. All they could do was have a hope and a prayer on the break. That was it. They didn't see much of the ball tonight, and when they did, fair play to them. They made the most of it. But Braid had the ball, I would say 65, 70%, no, maybe not 70, 65% of the ball. And we dominated them tonight. And you think to yourself, can I say Brid dominated a team? Because look, for most of this season, people have come to our patch, come to our pitch, and dominated us. So it feels a bit weird to say it. We dominated them tonight, people. We dominated them tonight. We absolutely dominated them tonight. And look, they got 2 goals, and they took the chances well. Another team would miss both of those, and we'd be looking at a 4-0. But they took the chances well, and Look, you've got to take your hat off to Andy Norfolk. You've got to take your hat off to Mike Thompson, Mark Wayne, John Price, this, that, and just look, let's put our trust in these because tonight, and look, Norma said all this season they're not playing for the badge. Tonight they did. Tell me one person, come in the chat and tell me that this team didn't play for the badge tonight. It's all we've wanted. It's all we've wanted. And I will say this out here right now. This team will not go down under Mike Thompson and Andy Norfolk. They just won't. They've got too much. There's too much quality there. There's way too much quality there for this team to go down under Andy Norfolk. Nathan Dye's a joke at this level. Charlie Winfield's a joke at this level. Sam Kay's a joke at this level. Michael Coulson's dominated this level for fucking years. Ahmed Salam is a joke at this level. And there's so many more to mention. There is. And then you're thinking you're getting your Alex Markhams back. And you might look at Cam Connolly, who scored 17 goals at Beverley, and we've got all those links, and it's like, yeah, look, this team can do bits now, can really do bits. I'm going to run through the chat for a little while I chuck out the invitations, because I know for a fact you're all going to want to see Norm, Big Red, all those people. So I'm going to just run through the chat and just excuse me because I'm going to get the boys in. Norm will say how it is. Hey, listen, how good did that feel today? Everybody, how good did that feel today? And do you know what? You can have your Liverpools and your Man Uniteds and your Chelseas and your Leeds and all this. Look, there's nothing as special as going down to the place where, you know, like a local community club. There's nothing as special, especially when they've been really struggling. There's nothing as special as going down there and celebrating with the people that you live around and the young kids from the area and stuff like that. It's just different, innit? It's just really different. And I honestly do believe that we really are gonna have more of this to come, and I'm so there for it. Let me check out these invites. I'll go through the chat. So yeah, Chris Benmose with that chant, with the how poor must you be? Sean Rogers, cheers, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Great result for last night. Yeah, mate, it was. It was different, wasn't it? Like you could just. I've said it previously in this video, mate. I had a different feel about it tonight, didn't it? The atmosphere felt different. Like there was genuine, the real genuine hope in there tonight. And honestly, like I said so many times, when Smurfy and Mike Tomo didn't see eye to eye the first time round, and we're not going to get into it, but obviously they parted ways. And I said to people that is such a backward step for this club, massively backward step. And I think you look at that tonight and you go, and anybody like, listen, if you think I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. I just see that tonight and go, do you know what? That's vindicated, because look, Tomo, ex-player, spent so many years at the club. With Andy Norfolk as playing, and then he coached him. You're telling me that didn't come across tonight? The passion didn't come across tonight? Of course it did. I won't have it any other way. Like I do not believe that anyone can tell me I won't have it. I just won't have it. That was class tonight. Let's send this link to Norm, because I'm sure he's got a lot to say, and then we'll send it into Ryan as well, and they'll be in any second. So it's going to get a bit more livelier. Let's keep going through these chats. Thanks for that, though, Sean. 6 months for me to finally see us win a game. Well, fucking worth it. Tony, it was mint, wasn't it? Let's be fair, it was class. It was class tonight. And you've got a bunch of players there that didn't give up. And that's all we asked for. Don't give up. Don't give up on us. We've come out tonight to watch you. You representing our town. Don't give up on us. We won't give up on you. And it happened both ways tonight. They didn't give up on us and we didn't give up on them. And the coaching staff did fantastic in kind of holding their players to standards, right? And you'll hear Tomo talk about that and Andy Norfolk talk about that. And you saw that tonight. They absolutely held them to standards. Standards which these guys can achieve because they're good enough. And that's the main point. Tony Usher, hey mate. Yeah, it is a party. Fuck it, it is a party. It is a party tonight. We're having a party. Cheers, bro. Let's go. Like, that was class. And to see those young lads who've been coming down and watching defeat after defeat after defeat and still coming down. I know they get in for free, but still coming down. For them to be able to get on the pitch with Kev Grantham and Ken and be able to celebrate at the end of that game and get on the pitch and have a good feeling about it was absolutely sensational. I loved that. And yeah, it's exactly what we need. Sean in again. Looking forward to watching the highlights. Highlights. Where are we getting highlights from? Oh, Steve Brentano Lounge. Subscribe. Steve Brentano Lounge. You will get some highlights. Bringing in Big Norm now. Hey up, Norman.
No, then, Daniel, me old cocker.
What did you think of that?
I thought that was fucking magic. Get in there. Come on, town.
It was night and day, wasn't it?
Different again, wasn't it, Daniel? You know, they're running for 90 minutes, not 70 or 60. It was different, totally different.
You said to me a few weeks ago, Daniel, they're not fighting for the badge. Well, tonight we saw something different, didn't we?
We absolutely did, yeah, definitely.
Tony Usher saying Big Norm's crew has been saying play the ball on the floor to feet and we'll win many more games than we lose. And look what happened. Played the ball on the floor and they played brilliantly and won. That's Tony saying, listen to Big Norm. He knows what he's on about. What do you have to say to Tony, Norm?
He's right, yeah. Tony's a supporter. He don't get to every game, but yeah. What he said to me tonight, he's not come this season and seen them win a game. Well, crack on, Tony. You've seen it now tonight, son. There you go. They can do it.
Chris Benrose in the chat saying, come on, Stato, how much possession? Look, what'll happen is in fact, I don't even need to do possession. You see that big green camera that was in like over the dugouts tonight, the VO, that actually does possession. What I'll be doing is stuff like clearances, defensive actions in the final third, attacking actions in the attacking third. Tackle success rate, pass success rate, stuff like that. But for possession, yeah, we get that off the VIA, so like we get that straight away. They should have that as soon as they download the footage. Sean Rogers says, Mike did say last night that on your show he wanted to make it a fortress at home and make it place teams don't want to go. Great start. Norman, would you say that's one of the best atmospheres we've had down there this season? I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah. Everybody was behind them, weren't they? Everybody there was shouting for them, and you could see they were putting effort into the game. You could actually see it. So that got the crowd up. Shame it was only a small crowd today, but can you imagine on Saturday when there'll be more there? You put performance in there, they're going to be behind them boys, make no doubt about it. I think the atmosphere will be even better.
Yeah, I mean, we I know we went 1-0 down and we got back to 1-1. We went 2-1 down. We got back to 2-2. That shows some resilience. But I thought the crowd were brilliant. Every time Brid scored, they made a lot of noise and got really behind them. And I think that's. I'm not saying that's because Tomo's here, but I'm saying like we've got one of our own in the dugout with Tomo and Norfolk, and it feels like we've got a real togetherness, like since that's happened.
Yeah, yeah. No, you see, I had one or two saying, "Do you think it's right, Andy Norfolk be?" I'm 100% sure Andy Norfolk should be in that dugout. Yeah, he's the right man. I mean, like Tomo says, he does that kind of work at Bishop Auckland College. So he's bang on it, is Andy. He's the right man, and you could hear him tonight. Get in there, Andy, lad. I'm 100% behind you. The other tossers aren't. I am.
What do you reckon to the crowd, Norm? Disappointing for me, 190-ish.
Yeah, but it's a Tuesday night. It's cold. You got football on telly. You know that you got your couch potatoes. That's where they like to be. It's too chilly for them to come out and watch a good game of live football. But yeah, I think Tomo does this for a couple. I think you'll see the crowds grow rapidly and quickly. Yeah, I think you'll see a difference.
I thought it was. I thought from minute one, and this is the thing. I don't think I've seen Brid at home this season dominate the possession of the ball. I've always thought we've been the team on the counter, just try to get bits here and there. Tonight, we was controlling that game. They got 2 goals from breakaway situations, which fair play to them. Every time they got a chance, they looked dangerous. But Bridtown seemed to be dominating the ball tonight, Norman. What do you think on that?
Yeah. I was at the other end, Daniel, and I felt sorry for Islop. He made a bit of a cock up with a pass. He passed it straight to one of their blokes. 2 passes later, it's in back of our net. And that's through the captain making a poor ball. That you can't afford to be doing that in midfield. And then the other one, where it was the long ball, kick it up the park, one of our old favourites, and we don't handle it, and they score from it. Straight up the park, you know. We should be able to handle that type of thing.
Yeah.
But we didn't.
What did you think to the midfield today? Because in previous weeks, I've thought that the midfield was probably. I know defensively we haven't been great, but midfield we wasn't seeming to get hold of the ball and winning that midfield battle. Today they seemed just more up for it. There was more up for a fight. It just seemed like there was more energy and
you know,
there was more.
Does have a listen to this. I'm going to say now. You had Hamid, you had Nathan Dyer, Daniel, and even Coulson. I'll blow his trumpet tonight. Had a good game. He really put a lot of effort in. You know, and you could see their back four was shitting themselves every time we got the ball. But Daniel and Hamid had them in stitches. And Nathan Dyer, they really did have a cracking game up front. Midfield let us down, but that's how we lost our couple of goals tonight. But there you go. I'm sure Tom will straighten that up.
For me, Norm, the effort levels were far and beyond. And I'm not saying that they weren't trying for Danny. I'm not saying that. But there seems to be something in this new coaching team which is motivating them to put 10% extra more in. And
you're listening to me, Daniel. I told you at the beginning, we put 90% of the game in there tonight, where usually 60, 70, we're sitting back and not trying, and we give goals away. But tonight we're full of effort. I was proud of them lads tonight. Them lads played for that shirt.
I was. I thought there was. Honestly, I've come home tonight and I will sleep easy tonight because I thought there was apps from. And listen, even Ben Lewis came off, Derry Robson came on, and even Derry did put in a shift tonight, and everyone knows I'm not his biggest fan, but listen, he made a couple of good clearances and he didn't pull out of anything. He was there for the fight as well, and You know, sometimes you might think, you might go, "Oh, I don't know if the person's of the level." I think Derry's a midfielder. I don't think he should. I don't think he is a defender. So that's why I think he struggles there. But I will take my hat off to Derry today and go, do you know what? You put the effort in. You put the effort in. He gets whipped around, Norm, and I
Yeah.
heard you saying it. It's too easy to get round him, but I don't think he's a defender. What do you think on that?
Yeah, I think I saw him play that one game midfield, and he was a far better player in that position than he is at a right fullback. Maybe that's why we're getting that lad back from Beverley. Maybe could put him in there. He's a good right back. I forget his name now.
Sean says, as Norm and Chris say, the crowd will grow. Folk will come back once we start getting a run of good performances together. Sadly, being 146 miles away, I'm there in spirit only mostly, but love the town. I honestly, I think that's and to say there was only just under 200 people there tonight, I thought the atmosphere was great, and I thought the kids really did themselves proud tonight.
Yeah.
And it was great to see him get on the pitch with Tomo, and I got a picture with Nathan, and I shook hands with Seb and a few others. There's nothing quite like community football, is the norm when it gets you in there.
I mean, I can't miss a game. I love it. I love supporting Bridgetown. I've done all my life, and Tomo knows that. And I really think he's the right man. I told Dan, I said, you've only ever got one thing right, Dan, the owner. He says, what's that, Norm? I said, stop picking Tomo as manager. And he just, I won't say what he said, but there you go.
Yeah, I don't think he quite knew how to take, Norm. But yeah, no, yeah, it was great. Who was your? We're doing Chatting Town tomorrow. I'm sure Norm will be on for that because it's more of an in-depth look at each player. But when you're looking at the squad as a whole tonight, who stood out for you, Norm, tonight?
Well, there's three stood out for me a lot. Big Tom, but he had a solid game in that middle of that back for the Big Tom, and he scored a goal as well. Thought he had a good game. But, your forward line is excellent, isn't it? Let's be honest. I can't fault any of them lads on that front line tonight.
No.
They made runs, they run the hearts out, they really did. I won't say anybody had a bad game. I won't slag anybody off for that. Everybody did put 100% in. I said that earlier. But yeah, I think
you've got Tom. Is there anybody else who you thought stood out tonight?
Nathan Dyer and Danielle. The running they did, phenomenal. They have to be fit to run as much as they did.
I think that was one of Danielle's best. I know, he scored an hat-trick away at Bishop Auckland at the reverse fixture, but I think that's one of Danielle's best performances this season. I really do. He ran himself into the ground.
And the goal he got, Daniel, I don't know if you saw it, but how he got in front of their player to head it. Absolutely bloody fantastic. I saw him make the run and get in front of him. Absolutely fantastic.
Can we have a chat about Michael Coulson? Because I thought he was absolutely brilliant tonight.
Yeah, I'd eat me up for that lad. Tonight, I won't pull him down. That guy put a big effort in. He really did. And I know he's on good money, but, he run his heart out. He did. He put 100% effort in.
I looked at Michael Coulson tonight and, I just thought he left nothing on that pitch tonight. He wanted it as much as anybody else, no matter how young he was. Like, he put in the same amount of effort tonight, and that's all we asked for. And I thought he was absolutely brilliant tonight.
Yeah, Tomo's got him up for it, hasn't he? Tomo's got him going. It's like I was telling you, if you can get the players up in the dressing room and get them wanting to play, and you could see they come out doing that tonight. Tomo really got them up for it.
You said to me, didn't you, Norm? You said, you've got to rile these kids up. You've got to get them up for a battle. And I don't think I've seen this team put that and it's not a dig at them, Tomo has got more out of these tonight in a week than Denny did in 12. And that's not a dig at Denny, but he's got more out of these in a week than Denny did in 12.
He has. You're spot on. He has. Definitely. I mean, that's what I was saying about getting players up. I mean, all right, I only did it I was a manager in Driffield League standards, but that's all I was in. But I used to kick players' asses if they didn't try. If they didn't want to play, I said, go home, piss off. And that was my attitude. Do you want to play for me or you don't? And I had a bloody good team. We had a good set of lads. Yeah.
Well, what year was that, Norm?
Oh, we're going back to the 70s,
Tell us.
80s, you know, yeah.
I was born in 87. Was it before that?
Oh, before you were in your dad's spunk bag, son, at that time. Yeah.
No, what do you think? You know, when we went 1-0 down, we made it 1-1. We went 2-1 down, we made it 2-2. What part of that game do you think that turned for Brid to? What area did you think, right, Brid have got this by the balls now?
Well, I thought when they got it to 2-2, from that point on, we started to dominate it a bit, I thought. And then the other two goals come, good goals, and all. They weren't lucky, fluky goals, they were good goals. And I just thought we had it in the bag then, right, when we got 4-2. I never at any point thought they were going to get it back.
Do you know what I loved about that when we got to 4-2? We managed that game. Like we managed
did, yeah.
Like the final kind of like 11, 12 minutes of that game, it was managed and Norfolk was all over them about shape, recover, what and if anybody was it'd be shouting them, come go, what are you doing? This kind of, but that's what you need, right? Because sometimes when you're on the pitch, I don't know this personally, but I've, you know, it's common knowledge that sometimes you can get lost under the pressure, and he's directing these people, and I just think, you know, I think with Tomo and Norfolk, Bridtown really have hit on something which is brilliant. Not just brilliant because of how talented these two people are, brilliant because of how much it means to them as well.
Yeah, and I like you say, and I've always liked Andy Norfolk. He was good on the party. He was all Bridtown was Andy, but yeah. I just thought everybody put a good shift into it. I was proud of them lads tonight. They made me proud to be a Bridtown supporter. And I'm just ashamed that Bridlington people not getting their asses down there to support them.
No, honestly, I would say to people, anybody that's been going down and just thought, you know, the football's bad and this and that, look, I'll be real with you. Under Denny and AD, it wasn't pretty, and you was going down there expecting a loss. This is different, and everybody. There was 190 of us tonight, and there'll be some Bishop Auckland, maybe 10, 20 of them. So, say like 160 Brid fans down there tonight. Every single person that went down there tonight was happy they went down there. It was brilliant.
That's right. You didn't feel cold because the game was that good. It was a good game. It's better than sitting on your bloody armchair watching it on the telly. The atmosphere's there. It was good tonight. I was buzzing. I was absolutely buzzing, mate. There you go.
Chris Emmer says he's a season ticket holder at West Ham, and he gave up his ticket versus Fulham tonight to come to Brid. And Chris, honestly, good decision. Do you know what it is? As I get older, I was a massive Leeds fan, huge Leeds fan. From the age of 6 to 18, and I don't regret it, but there's something about supporting the club which is in your own community which means more.
Correct. Absolutely agree with
you. Norm, we're going to have you on for Chatting Town tomorrow evening if you're free, because we've got the player ratings to do. We're not going to do that tonight. I want to thank you for coming on. I love seeing you down at the games. It's great for me and Norm because we've really reconnected as family through this, and I really appreciate that. And all I want to say is to everybody who watches this that didn't necessarily go down today, I don't want you to feel guilty for not going down today, but I want you to come down for the next game.
Get behind people of Bridlington. Come on, wake up and get behind them.
Yeah, let's really get behind them now, because Dan Rogers, the owner, really wants his team to go through the leagues. You've got a coaching staff which are capable of it, and it's a really good feel. It's a real good feel-good thing. Like, you do feel good for going, and especially tonight, I've come home buzzing. I know Norm has as well, and we'd all love to see you down there. So that's been Seasiders TV tonight. That's just been me and Norm on a fantastic win. And listen, I know a lot of the players watched this. I want to say to you tonight, keep that standard. What you did tonight, do that for the rest of the season, and we will be fine. Norm,
Yes,
anything you want to say to the players?
Yeah, lads, if you're listening to this, you made me proud of a Bridge supporter tonight. That is what I like to see. And let's keep that up now. Let's have people frightened to come and play us, because you're good enough. You're certainly good enough. On the floor, lad, you go and beat. Believe me, you have.
Yeah, what a fantastic show. Norm, again, as always, I really appreciate you coming on. I appreciate everybody in the chat. I appreciate everyone that watches. I know we get pretty much half of the people that go to the games watch the show. So listen, thank you to you for watching. Thank you for Norm for coming on. I love his input. We will see you for. I don't want to make this too long because we're on tomorrow night to do player ratings and stuff like that. So we're going to sleep on it. We're going to do player ratings for tomorrow. Fantastic evening down at Queensgate. Fantastic evening down at Queensgate. That's been it for tonight. But we will see you tomorrow. Up the fucking